Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, I am your boy Big Al Better. How you guys doing out there tonight? I guess it's tonight. This is our NBA play-in tournament day one. We got two games going on, right? We got the Orlando Magic taking on the Atlanta Hawks, and we've got the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Golden State Warriors. We're gonna go through both games. I'm gonna give you guys my lean on the over/under and the spread, and then I'm gonna give you guys out a four-pick parlay, which is something Matt and I did for the NFL season. So if you guys are new to the channel, you probably didn't see any of that. But for the NFL season, we would give out four-pick parlays for the games. So I came up with four-pick parlays for both of these games, and I'm gonna do that for at least the play-in tournament. We'll do it. See if we're hitting on them. If we're not, then we might adjust and try something different. Because football's a completely different sport, so it's kind of easier to hit parlays. I feel like in that league. But anyway, that's what we're going with today. That's what this video is going to be about. We're just breaking down the two games real quick. I'll give you guys, like I said, my lean on the over/under, my lean on the spread, and then you guys kind of get an insight into what I'm looking at and thinking about. So without too much beating around the bush or further ado, let's go ahead and hop into this. I'm going to pull this screen up here. You guys can see the spreads. I'm using DraftKings just simply because that's the casino closest to me. That's the book that I'm allowed to use in the place that I live. If you guys can use other books and you can get better numbers, then obviously you always want to play the best number you can. So if you got 6 books available, you guys shop around and find the best line because that can really help lead to profitability when it comes to your gambling career. So anyway, we're gonna hop into this first game here. We've got the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Magic. It's obviously in Orlando. I had the other games pulled up here. So these guys played 4 times on the season, right? They split 2-2. My paper just right in the camera, no big deal. They split 2-2. Orlando, and they each one at home and one on the road. So they could, Atlanta could come in here and win, and Orlando held serve at home too for one of the games. So it really is dealer's choice basically, right? So the spread's 5. To me, I think it's a touch too much, right? So you look at the games they played on the season, right? You have a 112-106 Atlanta in the first game, so 6-point spread. The next one, Magic, they take that one by 6, 108-114. The next one, 112-119, so you're talking a 7-point spread. Magic take that one, and then the last one was the last day of the regular season, and the Hawks won that one, 117-105. No, none of the real starters played, so that one you kind of can just take off and move to the side if you want to. But we'll just count it for this. But it was a 12-point spread, right? So this 5 number has been covered in every single game, regardless of which sides you had. For me, though, I like the Hawks +5 here. I think with the playoffs, games just tend to get tighter. You don't get as many big blowouts. This game's really important. It is the play-in. Now, you could, and this thought just popped in my head while I was giving this spiel, but it's like you could have a situation where Orlando's up by 10 or 15. Atlanta pulls their starters because they're like, okay, we're going to lose this game, and we're going to be playing in a couple days, so we need to, save our guys. That could happen. So then you could get this to happen, but I expect the game to just be really close and it to be anybody's down to the wire here. I think the Magic probably end up winning it by 3. So I like the +5 with the Hawks here. As far as an over/under, it's set at 217, as you guys can see there on your screen, and hopefully, that looks okay for you guys. It looks good on my end, so hopefully that looks clean for you guys. But the over/under set at 217. In every single game they played this season, they went over this number. That's all 4 they went over. The closest to this number was the 218, which was the first time they played, but the other ones, 222, 231, and then even the last one where they didn't even start their starters, you had a 222 game. So I feel pretty comfortable with an over now. I will say for the people out there who would make the argument that in the playoffs things get tighter, possessions matter more, you don't get as high a scoring. That is just historically true. Teams tend to, score lower. I just feel like with this one, 217, it's such a low number. I'm gonna lean towards the over. If you guys want to fade that, go the opposite way. No shame in that. Obviously, as gamblers, you guys got to do what you got to do. But for me, it feels like a great number, 217. I like the over, and then I like the +5 with the Hawks. Now, we'll hop into this 4-pick parlay here. I've got this other screen that's a little easier for you guys to see as I build it real quick, right? But basically, I went through all the games they played. I put down the 3 games where all the starters played, and I was looking through. I was trying to find a through line with some of the stats, and there were a couple I found. So we're gonna hop into here, same game parlay. This is on DraftKings. Obviously, you guys will have your other books, so you just however you would do it on your other books. But we're gonna go to player combos. We're gonna find Paolo Banchero. He's down here, bada bing, PRA. We're taking him for 45 plus PRA. He did this in all but one of the games. He did it in the last 2 they played. The first game, he got to 41. So, I mean, he didn't hit it, but he was really close. The other ones, he sailed past this number. He had a 57 in there and a 49 or 48 or something like that. So, and we like him for 45. Then we're going to go over to player points, right? So that's the one thing for player combos. I think we go back to that for the last pick. But, okay, so then we're going to go to player points. We're going to find Paolo Banchero. Again, he's gone over 30 against these guys every single time. 31, 36, 33. So we're going to go Paolo Banchero points. We're going to go for 30 plus points, okay? It's a lot of points. We get it. But Paolo's, he's a G, man. He's the guy. So then we're going to go George Niang. We're going to snag him for points. 8 points. 3 games against the Magic. He's playing 20 to 25 minutes a game, 8 points, 8 points, 9 points. The guy just finds ways to score against these guys. So he's gotten to 8. We're going to take him for 8, right? So this parlay is at plus 220. We're going to add one more pick to make it the 4 pick. We're going to go back to player combos. Should have done it at the beginning, but the way I have it written down is just the way it is. We're going to go scroll all the way down to the bottom here. And we're taking Dyson Daniels points plus assists. The over-under is set at 17.5 currently. It was 18.5 when I was looking earlier. We're going to take the under, okay? In the games against these guys, Dyson Daniels, 14, 14, 18. So he's only gone over this number, and it was 18.5 earlier, so that's why I really liked it. But he's only gone over this number one time, and so we're just going to take the other 2 where he didn't get there, and we're just going to fade him, and we're going to expect the defense to go. This parlay pays out plus 500 right now over on DraftKings. Like I said, shop around. Maybe you can get a way better number on some books. Maybe you get a way worse number on FanDuel. I don't know. But so that's the 4-pick parlay we like for this one, right? Plus 500 over on DraftKings right now. 45 plus PRA, Paolo Banchero. 30 plus points, Paolo Banchero. George Niang, 8 plus points. And then Dyson Daniels under 17.5 points plus assists. Hopefully that moves to 18.5 by the time you're able to make the thing. But if it's 17.5, 18.5, we're just gonna take the under. He's gotten to 18 one time in the 3 games he played against these guys, so I feel really, really good about it. That's your 4-pick parlay. Hopefully it hits. Quick 5 times your units if it does. And yeah, how you doing? Keep it moving, right? All right, let's head back to the bet scene. Now we're gonna hop into the Warriors Grizzlies game. This one's gonna be fun too, right? So I'll pull this one up. It was tough going into doing research for this one. They played 4 times, just like the Hawks and the Magic, but the difference is Jimmy Butler was only one of the games they played because they played on April 1st. And then for the other ones, Steph had a game where he had 2 points. He was 0 of 6 from 3, 0 of 7 from the field. So his 2 points were from a free throw, from free throws. And then in another one, Steph didn't play, and then Ja Morant missed 2 of the games, and Desmond Bane missed 2 of the games. So it's just really hard to get good, clear data on how these teams actually match up with the stars in and with everybody playing. So, and then the last game they played with Jimmy Butler in the lineup, Steph, that's the one where he went 52, made 12 of 23s. It's how do you even rationalize that? That's not a normal situation, right? So anyway, we'll just look at it here real quick. So Grizz Warriors won 3 of the 4. The only one they lost was the one that they got murdered and Steph went 0 of 7 from the field. So 118, 123. So this over under set at 229, right? We'll just hop into that first. Oh, I need to change the screen. You guys are still sitting here looking at the same game parlay for the Hawks game. We'll go back here. Boom, NBA, no big deal. All right. Pardon me, Grizzlies Warriors here. +7, -7, over-unders 229, right? Okay, every single game they got over this, all 4 of them. Didn't matter if Steph played or didn't play. Didn't matter if Ja Morant played or didn't play. Didn't matter if Bane played. Didn't matter if Jimmy Butler was on the team or not, right? So the last game, they got to 159, flew over it. That was Steph's 52-point game. The one before it, Steph didn't play in this one, 113, 121, so you got a 234. The other one, you got a 237, and then the other one, you've got a 241. So they've gotten comfortably over this number every single time. So for that reason, I'm going to be on the over again, over 229. Like I said, it is the playoffs, so this could be dicey to get to that number because possessions matter more, all that good stuff. But I trust the Warriors and I trust the Grizzlies to just score points. So I like the over here, 229. Then as far as the spread goes, right, the Warriors won the first game by 5. Then they got blown out by the Grizzlies in that game where Steph barely scored. The next one, Steph didn't play. Warriors win by 8. And then the other one they played, the Warriors won by 9. But you needed Steph to go off. So I'm going to take the Grizzlies +7 here. It feels like just a touch too many points. I think the Warriors probably win this one by 4 or 5. But 7 just feels like a touch too much to me. So I'm with the Grizz on this. Grizz +7 just feels like a good spot. And in a playoff game, I think, I think I've playing both these games to be tighter, right? So if you're playing money lines, which we don't do on this channel, but if you were playing money lines, it'd be Moneyline Warriors, Moneyline Magic. But if you're playing spreads, we're flipping it. We're taking the underdogs on the spreads, but we're taking the favorites on the money line. So Grizz +7, Hawks +5. That's what I like. I like both overs. Now let's hop into this 4-pick parlay here for the Grizzlies Warriors. It doesn't pay quite as much as the other one did. The other one's at a +500. This one's like +450, I think. But anyway, we'll hop in here. Same game parlay. This one's super simple, super easy. You don't have to hunt around as much, right? You're just gonna go right to player combos. Not a big deal. We're gonna go take Steph Curry, right? Pretty easy. Steph Curry, wherever he's at. Stephen Curry, right there. We're taking him for 35 plus points, rebounds, plus assists, right? Pretty simple stuff. Then we're gonna go Ja Morant, jaw dropper. Ja Morant, 35 plus points, rebounds, and assists. Okay. Then we're going to go take Jimmy Butler, 30 plus points, rebounds, and assists. And we're going to take Jaren Jackson Jr., 30 plus points, rebounds, and assists. This is the dicey one. He's plus money for this one. This thing right now plays plus 405 over on DraftKings, right? So Ja Morant's a little dicey, not Ja Morant. Jaren Jackson's a little dicey just because if Bane has a big game, Jaren Jackson's game doesn't get as much play, but vice versa. If Bane starts to struggle, it seems like Jaren kind of picks up that slack. So we're just gonna play Jaren to have a big game. In that big game where Steph popped off and he was shooting threes, you had Jaren Jackson shot 9 threes, Desmond Bane shot 8 threes, and Ja Morant shot 10 threes. So, and Jaren Jackson only made 1 of 9 threes. I think he'll do slightly better than that bad of odds this time around. So if he shoots 2, 3, 4 of them, I think he probably shoots closer to 40%, and that gets us a couple extra points. He's going to be active in the rebounding, active in the assists. So, but just so you guys know, last time these guys played, right? Ja Morant, 36 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. So he covers 35 just with points. Last time they played, obviously Curry went off for 52, so that we don't have to talk about. Butler, he 27 points, 6 boards, 4 assists. That's 37 PRA. So that's a 7-point cushion we have on the number we're going to be taking him for in this one. So it just feels right. Jaren Jackson was at 28 or 27 that time. Bane was also at 28. So like I said, we're going to need Jaren to do a little extra in this game to be able to get this thing to hit. But throwing him in there at that plus 112 does bump this thing to 400, because if we took him for 25, you're going to be looking at something like plus 320, and that just doesn't feel as good as a plus 400, you know what I mean? So anyway, just to recap on that 4-pick parlay, guys, it is Steph Curry, 35 plus points, rebounds, plus assists. Ja Morant, 35 plus points, rebounds, and assists. Jimmy Butler, 30 plus points, rebounds, and assists. And Jaren Jackson Jr., 30 plus points, rebounds, and assists. You're just basically taking the Stars in a massive game to come out and do what Stars do, which is play great ball and kill it. So anyway, that's pretty much all I got for you guys for this video. I'm going to be making a video that will be coming out tomorrow night / Wednesday morning for, I guess, you guys are going to be seeing this probably Tuesday morning, but I'm making it Monday night. But tomorrow I'll be bringing out another video with the next 2 games, and then we'll do the final round, and then I'll have videos every single day for this NBA playoff run. It's going to be pretty awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. If you guys are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, and thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.